Okay, Paul's obviously fighting Josh Koscheck. It's been announced for May, UFC 113, I understand. What are your thoughts on that fight?
I think it's a terrible fight for Koscheck to take. I think he seriously needs to reconsider before he signs that contract, because Paul's just a terrible fight for him. Koscheck seems to have forgotten he's a wrestler of late, and if he decides to stand and trade with Paul, it's going to be a short night for him. Having said that, if he does, go back to his wrestling and try and take Paul to the mat, Paul's not going to be laying down for Koscheck in no way, shape or form. He's a very strong wrestler. He's got a good base, and I think Koscheck can be surprised how difficult Paul is to take down. It's just a bad fight all round for Koscheck. I just don't see how he can win it.
Okay, I mean, you've had a bit of history with Josh Koscheck yourself. Got into it verbally, etc. What's all that about, and what are your personal thoughts towards the man?
Same as a lot of people, at the moment. A lot of people are voicing their opinions on the fact that I'm maybe too early in my career for a title shot, and obviously, Koscheck feels that he should be in front of the line, in front of me in the line. But his inconsistency is the thing that's holding him back. I think he's 3-2 in his last 5 fights, and that's not a record to be stepping into a title shot. And he plays the bad guy very well, and that's the role that he's taken on. Be it intentional or unintentional. He seems to have slipped into that role, and people find it very, very easy to dislike him. And I can't blame him. I don't like the guy, and he don't like me, and I don't think we'd ever get on, even if there was no fight game involved.
Okay, over the last 6 months or so, there seems to have developed a real rivalry between the Roughhouse Gym and AKA. What are your thoughts on that, and do you see that panning out even further in the future between the two teams?
I certainly think once Paul's knocked out Koscheck, I think there's going to be that's going to add fuel to the fire. There's a lot of this pitting one team against another and stuff, and it just so happens that we've got a group of strong welterweights at Roughhouse, and they've got a group of strong welterweights at AKA, and the Roughhouse boys don't fight each other and the AKA boys don't fight each other, so it makes sense to match us up. I beat the hell out of Swick, and Paul's going to beat the hell out of Koscheck, and then we'll see where it takes us from there. Mike Swick and John Fitch, both real nice guys. I got to spend some time with him in Germany and got on with them really well. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about Koscheck, and he deserves every punch he takes. But if a history develops there, it'd be a good one for the fans to watch. That's for sure.
Okay, finally, last question. Do you have a message for George St. Pierre?
Keep your hands up, keep your chin down, and shoot for the fences, because it's going to be a long night if you want to try and stand and trade with me.
Okay, have you got any sponsors you'd like to mention, or anything else?
Just Tap Out have been great. They always look after me, and they've just released my new T-shirt, which is pretty cool. Zions, I've just signed with Zions, who are looking after me as well. Fight Mafia for my bandanas, and Ear 8 Records for all your metal and hardcore needs.
Okay, this has been Michael Pepper for MMABay.co.uk in association with Fight Dennis with Dan the Outlaw. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.